Hello everyone, in today's video I'll be talking about the best games made in the Unity game engine. Yep, that's the engine that I'm working on. Before I begin with the video, I want to say that we are so close to reaching 1.5k subscribers. So it will really mean a lot if you could subscribe. It's free and plus it helps me a lot. Also don't forget to like the video. Let's try and reach 20 likes. Alright, now let's begin with the video. The games are not set in a list, so everything is random. The first game is Rust. Well, most of you know Rust. Rust is a multiplayer survival video game made by Punch Studios, the studio that made Gmod. At first, Rust was made in a different engine, but after like 2-3 years, they switched to Unity. And now the game looks way better and it runs on a lot of stuff like, for example, Mac and Linux and stuff like that. That's why this is the first game, because they ported it. It's not truly made in Unity, but still, it runs on Unity. So yeah, as you can see, the game looks gorgeous for a Unity game. It's actually pretty good looking. And yeah, here's the gameplay, the animations. You battle off against other people. It's PvP, PvE. You probably know it by now. Plus it's open world, which is pretty awesome for Unity. After that, we have a new free-to-play game. Well, not new, but still. It's Hearthstone. Hearthstone is a card game made by Blizzard, the company that made Overwatch and World of Warcraft. It's probably the biggest card game in the world right now, because there aren't that many, to be honest. But yeah, I didn't even knew that it was made in Unity. It also has ports for iOS and Android, which is pretty easy to do in Unity, so yeah. Plus it earned nearly 40 million per month in August of 2017. So yeah, it was a huge success. For Blizzard and for Unity. You play the game by building decks and you play against other people. It's pretty fun if you like card games, but it's not for me personally. So yeah, that was Hearthstone. Now we have Cities Skylines. Cities Skylines was probably one of the biggest games made in Unity. Like, it released in 2015 and it was a huge success. It was firstly released for Windows, Mac, but after some time they released it to other consoles like Xbox and PlayStation. The game is a simulator, I guess, for like construction and building cities, stuff like that. It's really cool. You should really check it out. It's really fun, and yeah, here's gameplay so you can see how it works. Plus to this day they still update it, so yeah, you should definitely check it out. And yeah, it was a huge success for Unity and for the developers. Plus the game was only made with like around 13 people, which is always really cool to see. I just love indie games, and that's why I make them. Now we have Pokemon Go, which is probably the most different game in this list. It was made in 2016 by Niantic, I guess, that's the name of the company. And it was made in Unity, funnily enough. It was released only for Android and iOS, stuff like that, iPad. It was made in 2016, it was an augmented reality game for mobiles, which means that you can go outside and play the game, like through real world stuff. Yeah, it was really cool. It was probably the biggest game in 2016, like it earned it grossed more than $6 billion in revenue by 2020. Like, it was huge. Everyone was playing it. Like, you can see it on YouTube and stuff like that. It's just really awesome to see that it was made in Unity. Plus it's Pokemon, so of course it would sell, like, of course it would make money. So yeah, that was really, really cool. For Nintendo and just for Unity. After that we have probably the most gorgeous game on the game engine. It's Ori and the Will of Wisps. This game is just gorgeous, it's beautiful, the art style, the animations, everything, the design. The game is a platformer, similar, like it's a Metroidvania type game, developed by Moon Studios. And it was even published by Xbox Game Studios. The game was a huge success, like, the first one was a success, but also this one, like, it was gorgeous. The gameplay is fun, the animations are awesome, it was just beautiful to watch, and even to play. So yeah, it was mind-blowing that it was made in Unity. Like, the things that you can do with this game engine is just mind-blowing. And people say that it's a bad game engine. It's really not. It's an awesome game engine. You should check it out if you want to. So yeah, the game was pretty awesome. It was released for Xbox and for Windows, and after that it was also released for Switch in 2020. And yeah, that's it. Huge success for them and for Unity. Like, as a game engine, you could see how beautiful graphics could be made in the game engine. Also, I want to give an honorable mention to FE, I guess, F-E, I don't know how to pronounce it. It was made by Zoink, that's the company name, and published by EA, which was big. And also, it's a really artistic game, like beautiful. Plus, this one's full 3D, not even 2D. Yeah, I just want to give it an honorable mention. It was released for Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. And even for Windows. I forgot about that. So yeah, 2 beautiful games. You should check them out. After that, we have Beat Saber, which was a huge success right off the bat. Like, it was released for VR, which is also not very common with Unity, but still they released it for VR. And it was a rhythm type game, which was a huge success, and plus it was made in Czech by Czech developers B Games. You play with lightsabers, I guess, and try to go with the rhythm. You cut stuff. It's very fun to play. Hopefully more people play it, because right now there's not that many people because it's in VR. But still, for VR it's probably the most popular game. Like, everyone has played it if they own a VR. So yeah, as you can see, you can also make VR games in Unity, which is also very, very cool. Now we have Subnautica, probably one of the best games that I've played in recent time. Like, it's an open world action adventure game developed by Unknown Worlds Entertainment. The game was very unique. It was made to be underwater, like 90% of the game you're underwater, and to be honest, since I'm scared of oceans and stuff like that, this was very, very fun to play. It was released in 2014, but it still looks gorgeous. Like, for Unity, it looks beautiful. It was released for a lot of consoles and PC, of course. It's a must-play game if you like survival games. Like, it's gorgeous and awesome to play. So yeah. Well, now we have the Genshin Impact, the gambling game. Yep. This game is an MMORPG, I guess. Like, for the things they have done in the world, like for Unity, that's I can't believe it, to be honest. Like, how can you port this to Unity? Like, how can you make this to Unity? There's a lot of content, like and a lot of gambling, but we're not gonna talk about it now. And yeah, the game is, I guess, good looking. Like, it's similar to Breath of the Wild. Like, to run Breath of the Wild in Unity is just mind-blowing to me. So yeah, but also be careful, because the game has a lot of gambling. Like, don't go into that route. But other than that, it's pretty fun, I guess. Like, if you like gacha games, you're probably gonna play it. So yeah, it was released for PS5, PS4, Windows, and probably in the near future for the Switch it's gonna be released. Yeah, you should check it out if you like those type of games. And now we have Cuphead, probably the most popular game, like in 2017, stuff like that. Like, the most popular indie game in 2018, I guess. It was a run and gun video game developed and published by Studio MDHR. It was only exclusive for Xbox, but after some time they made it for PC. And yeah, it was an instant huge success, because the animations, like stuff like that, it reminded you of cartoons back in the 40s, 1940s, like very old cartoons, like Popeye and stuff like that. It was really fun to watch and also fun to play, because it was very, very difficult. Like, here's gameplay, you can see the animations, like everything is hand drawn. It's amazing. Plus, it was announced in like 2010 and released in 2017 as a time exclusive for the Windows and Xbox One. But now you can play it for PS4 and Switch also. One of the last games is, of course, Among Us. Yep. Among Us was made in Unity. It was, by now you all know it. I don't even need to talk about it, like explain it. Like, It's a game where you have to find the imposter with friends, and yeah, it's really fun to play, I guess. And yeah, it's similar to the party game Mafia, where like it's with science fiction. And yeah, the game allows you to also play in crossplay. It was first released on iOS and Android in 2018, but it didn't get popular until like 2020. Until then, it wasn't popular. And after that, it just blew up in 2020, 2021, and everyone was playing, like everyone. And yeah, it was very popular and very, very cool to see that it was made in Unity. And the last game is Escape from Tarkov. Yep, Escape from Tarkov is a tactical multiplayer game released by Battlestate Games for Windows. The game is still in early phases, I think. I'm not sure, I don't play it. But it's probably one of the most popular games on Steam and in the world right now. It's just mind-blowing, it's just very beautiful, very realistic looking. But still, it was made in Unity. Like, when you look at it, you probably think of Unreal Engine, but no, it was made in Unity. And yeah, it's very fun to play, I guess, if you like those games, those tactical games. And plus, it made just like a whole genre of games like it. Like when you go loot for stuff and escape. Similar to Battle Royale, I guess, in some sort of way. But yeah, it's really mind-blowing that it was made in Unity. And very cool for the devs and plus for the engine Unity. So yeah, that was all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, you can subscribe because we're trying to reach 1.5k subscribers. It's free, like it helps me a lot, so it will really mean a lot. And also don't forget to like the video, let's try and reach 20 likes. That would be very awesome. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye.